Hi, Rebecca here. I am not posting my normal rap and rhyme video tonight. Tonight I want to share a children's story that I wrote over a year ago. Now, before I share it, I do want to say that when I decided to start writing the children's books, which I do have two, the one I'm going to read tonight is called Understanding, and it's about a bear and a snake. But what I did was I decided to take the traumas that I had healed from and turn them into inspiring stories for children. And the company that I chose to work with, which is called the National Publishers, never did publish my book. And if they did, they put someone else down as the author. So they either took my money or published it in someone else's name. But I am here to share it, as I did on my YouTube channel over a year ago before I gave it to them. So I'd like to share it. Like I said, it's called Understanding, and here goes. Becky Bear hibernated all winter, only to wake finding some of her things were gone. Where could they be, she thought. Are they under my rock? Are they in the pond? Bear searches aimlessly, asking for help from strangers. Her friends were nowhere to be found. Frog says, I have not seen anything unusual in my pond. Everything is exactly as it always is. So Bear sets out on path to find what she is missing, but not before a thank you is given to Frog, who tried to help. Thank you, Frog. Off I go. Squirrel in the tree says, Are you lost, Bear? Where are you going? Bear is lost in a sense. All the things that bring her joy, comfort, and peace are missing. I do feel lost, said Bear. I don't know where to go. Well, when I feel lost, says Squirrel, if I just keep going, I always find what I'm looking for. Please don't give up. If you do that, you'll always be lost, and you'll never find what's missing. Again, Bear gives a thank you to Squirrel, then sets off on her path. She comes to a mountain bigger than she has ever seen, thinking only for a moment, I could never climb to the top. Suddenly remembering Squirrel say, Never give up, because if you do, you will never find what's missing. So up the mountain she goes. Before she is halfway there, the wind starts to change, and with it comes the rain. Suddenly a loud boom comes from the sky, only to frighten her. Hiding under a rock is where Bear will stay till morning breaks. So morning comes, and the sky lights up to lead the way. Moments later, hearing Bird on a branch sing a beautiful tune, Bear strolls over to ask for help. Bird says, I saw Sarah Snake with things that didn't belong to her. Just a little further to go until you reach her. Quickly, a bee buzzes by, saying, Follow me. I'll show you the way. I see everything from way up here. Off they go. Bear and bee set out, one paw and one wing at a time. Bee, I did not see. Where did you come from? Asked Bear. I am from the land of milk and honey. Without me, you would not enjoy the sweet treat of honey that you like so well. I created this for you. Without me, it would not be. We are all creators of something. Everything has a purpose. Bee, does this mean that I have a purpose, says Bear. Why, yes. Now that you're awake, there is time available to find your purpose, says Bee. At that moment, Bee and Bear hear a faint sound of movement in the distance. Being a curious bear, Becky rushes over to see what this could be. She comes across Sarah Snake with her children. Sarah is startled to find Bear watching her. Bear says to Sarah, Did you take my things? Bird says that you did. Yes, says Sarah. I did this to bring joy, comfort, and peace to my children. Bear is bewildered, saying, What about my family? They deserve these things too. We are all from the same forest. Sarah Snake says, I do not have joy, comfort, or peace of my own. I am afraid to shed my skin and transform. Suddenly, a large shadow is cast over everyone. With it comes Leon Lion. He is the most courageous and strong of all who live in the forest. Lion has seen many things, good and bad. I'm here to help, says Leon. Sarah Snake cries out, I'm hurting. I cannot change. Lion takes a deep breath and says, it is painful because you refuse to change. You decided to stay the same. Everything that exists was created to transform, grow, and learn. This is where and how you'll discover joy, comfort, and peace. It's a natural process. Every one of us can make choices that bring these things to our lives. So Snake makes a choice to try. It was in this moment she was overcome with relief. All of her pain had been replaced with everything she had always longed for. With a joyful roar, Bear says, I understand now. My purpose is to help others honor the truth in themselves. This is what brings me joy in my heart, peace of mind, and comfort in knowing who I really am. I'm glad I was brave enough to seek what I could not see. In doing so, I found my purpose in helping others face a fear that was not real. The end. I still think it's cute, and I can remember where I was in my spiritual journey when I did decide to write this and how it made me feel when I was finished with it. So the thing is, this book, this story, might have been publicly to be published, so to speak, taken from me. But it's still my story. It might have been stolen from me, like other things in my life. But my peace of mind and my will to keep going, even when times are bad, can never be taken from me. And that's it. Jesus loves you. Bye.